Essential Mounjaro Travel Case, TIRZEPATIDE Travel Case if you're on compounds, and ZEPBOUND Travel Case. I've got a ton of options for you guys today on traveling while taking a GLP-1 medication. We don't know each other. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I've been on Mounjaro and then to ZEPBOUND because of the shortages, and then now on to TIRZEPATIDE. The last 18 months, the last year and a half of my life, losing a whopping 90 pounds. And on today's episode, we're gonna go through, I have bought with my own money and tested a bunch of different travel products and hacks to hopefully help you. Now, I have 2 other videos I've done on this topic over the last 300 plus videos I've done on GLP-1 medication. You can see that in the playlist down below. And in there, things have evolved for me. As new information comes out, I change my systems. I just got back from a very lengthy vacation. And also previous to that, I've been traveling a ton for my job. So let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to talk about the Mounjaro Travel Case / ZEPBOUND Travel Case, and then if you're on TIRZEPATIDE compound, an option for you that will be very, very beneficial that you probably have not seen yet. I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So this is the first one. I had bought this a while back and I've used it extensively. It's the one I recommend in my free encouragement group that has thousands of people, and hundreds of people have bought this and have also agreed with me that it's a really great case. It's around the $10 mark. I will link down in the description link below the actual case for it. And then I'm going to go into the specifics. Just click that more button. But here on YouTube, you actually have to click the more button twice now. YouTube has changed some of their ways to get to all of the links. I have a ton of free resources too, so check all of those out if you haven't already. So in here, it has a couple of things. One is this freezer pack. Before you leave for vacation or traveling on an airplane, you can put this in the freezer. Now, yes, I know, Mounjaro and ZEPBOUND, per Eli Lilly, the manufacturer of Mounjaro and ZEPBOUND, have told us we can leave these pens out of the refrigerator for 21 days and it's still fine. However, for me, I paid liquid gold for this. We have completely rechanged our finances to make sure this is a part of our family's budget. Why would I possibly not treat it with the best possible care? For a $10 item, for me, it's just a no-brainer. So, but there's some things I don't like about this that I'm gonna give you the honest truth. So put this in the freezer, you put it in there, it keeps it cold, it's not gonna freeze it. If you have a pen that's ever been frozen, a ZEPBOUND pen or a Mounjaro pen, you have to throw it away. So the pens cannot be frozen. So this keeps it the right temperature with that little freezer pack. And then simply what you do is it's got these 2 holes here. You can put both of your pens in there easily. Someone in my group was complaining about the top of the triangle things. I'm like, no, babes, it fits perfectly in there. You just simply zip it and close, and then it's ready to go. Now, close there. So you close it. That will get you 2 pens. That will get you 2 pens in here. So if you're going on a more lengthy trip, one of our group members was going on a month-long one. I'm like, then get 2. But 2 pens easily fit in here, even with those triangular caps in there. It still totally fits as well. You can also put in here, I meant to bring up my alcohol wipes. And if you need more alcohol wipes too, by the way, I'll link that down in the description link below on my shopping list, my Amazon shopping list. So this is really easy, but one of the things I don't like about it, particularly for airline travel, this is also TSA is fine. I put always my medication in my travel bag when I'm taking an airplane, which I take a ton of them. I'm gonna be taking another trip here next week. I always put it in my carry-on. I never put it in my suitcase because God forbid, what if the suitcase doesn't arrive, right? Again, paid for this with liquid gold. So that should go on the top. So the 2 gray parts can go in there. It's got the little freezer bag going, and then you can just keep it closed. Squishing in my bag, because these pens are glass. And so squishing the glass, I am terrified of the glass potentially breaking, which is why I bought this other case, because other people like me have those same fears of like, oh my gosh, I paid so much money for it. And also because of the Mounjaro shortage, I switched to ZEPBOUND. Because of the ZEPBOUND shortage, I switched over to a compound. And so within that compound, I wanted to have another option to be able to travel with it too, with a harder case. So this one is it's $21-ish, somewhere in that price point. And there's 2 different ways you can get these. One is for compounds, one is for Mounjaro Travel Case, or the other is for ZEPBOUND Travel Case. For TIRZEPATIDE compound, or if you're on semaglutide compound, you can order 2 different kinds. This one is for the compound because of the way, well, I guess it could be for the pen too. We'll test that as well. But it has this piece. You can freeze this. And so it has this grooving in here, but it is firm, which eliminates my scarediness of having the glass break in there, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing it. So simply, I'm going to go through, I'm going to pull out my compound and my pens. Same thing if I was going on a 2-week trip. I would simply just put in here the compound like that. I can put my little needles in there. Bada bing, bada boom. And now it has that hard case on there, and this part is frozen so it stays cold. And then I can just zip it up. But for me, that eliminates, now still here on top there is, I still need to be gingerly with it, right? But on this bottom part, it's got that hard casing on there. If I wanted to be go-go gadget extra, which I am, I probably would put in here like a little washcloth just to double protect those glass needles and the glass compound jar, vial, it protects the vial. So that's how I'm doing it for this upcoming trip with me. I wanted to get a little bit fancier. Now I could go back over with the same one. They have 2 different ones that you can get. But does the pen, yeah, see the pens don't fit in this particular case. So get the ones that fit the pens. They have 2 different ordering on there. I didn't order the other one because I was like, I just want this, which you could put your insulin into for all of our type 2 diabetic friends or type 2 diabetes. But this does not fit the pen. So just FYI, this one is for the compounds. This one fits for the pens in there. So those are my hacks. Now, a couple of other travel hacks too, because I think it's important to go through like everything. People have asked me frequently, do I take my prescription with me? And my prescription is actually on the back of this box. What I would do, this is just me, you do you, but for me, I take my prescription with me when I fly on TSA. Why? Because I had read somewhere, and if you don't care about this, then don't worry about it. But for me, I like to mitigate issues. I am a type A personality. Why make more trouble for myself? So if you like to live on the edge, you live on the edge. But for me, I got bigger fish to fry, and so if I can eliminate issues for myself, I'm going to. I read somewhere about how you need to have prescriptions when you're traveling on airplanes. I don't know. I don't have. You guys know I require of myself to be factually accurate. I did not want to go relook from this source that I had heard from if that was in fact factually accurate. It just made sense to me. Like things that just make sense, that made sense to me. To just carry my prescription with me as I do for my other medications, carrying them in the prescriptive bottle in which they came. Why would I not carry them in the prescriptive packaging in which it came? Is it annoying to have this box because the prescription's on the front? Yeah, you could just rip the top off though if your prescription is on the top part. And I don't know if that is how all prescription boxes are done. I'm assuming so because my other ones, I ripped it off this one. So it was on the back. So yes, you don't have to do this. I choose to do it just because if I, for my other medications, need to have them in the bottles, why would I not need to have my prescription on there too? And again, I just don't want trouble. Like, I want no trouble at all. I want to get on that airplane. I want to go through TSA, I almost said surgery, TSA security very easily. That is for me. You do you, but that is for me. I want no trouble. When I get onto the airplane, I then take my precious liquid gold on my carry-on bag and I put it at my feet. I do not put it in the overhead bin. Why? Because I don't have control over that. Other people can bump it. And I go back to protecting this. Oh, and I wrap these, by the way, in a hand towel. I'll take both of these and I will wrap them in like a hand towel that I just have from like one of my bathroom hand towels. Just for extra leaven and some cushion for the pushing, just in case it gets knocked around. So then I'll put it underneath my seat when I'm flying on the airplane. Bada bing, bada boom, I'm done. Putting it in the overhead bin. And I've been on one flight recently. I was flying from here from the Virginia area to LA. I could not have my bag underneath my feet. It was like the most annoying. They're like, you have to put it in the overhead bin. And I was like, ugh. On that trip, I did not take my pens with me. I had taken it like that morning, my shot. So then there was no need to carry it. That, like, that scared me because then I would have had no control over what else went in that overhead bin above me. But that was a really old plane, and that's never happened previously. And I've been on a ton of I fly for my like a living for my job. So and going to visit clients. So these are the two things that I'm using currently. I bought them with my own money. I highly recommend because of the compound, because of the ZEPBOUND shortage. This is my new thing. It smells weird. Maybe air it out before, like don't breathe that in. I kind of want to get that away from my face. It smelled very manufactury. This one is also $10 for me. Why make trouble for myself? For $10 or 20-ish dollars, it's under $25 for the other one for compounds. And so I feel like these are great solutions. I'm super happy about it. And then I don't have to worry about changing my shot date, which you could do, by the way. You could also do that of simply just changing your shot date around. You totally could do that. You totally could do that. But sometimes that just doesn't work. Or also because I'm working for my job, it's not a pleasure trip, which is different. It's a work trip. And on work, I want to be on point. I want to be professional. I want to be all like, I don't want to be worrying about side effects and things like that. So I definitely do take more care into my shot days with that. Always talking with my healthcare provider. If you do need a great healthcare provider, I highly recommend Join Fridays. Use the discount code QUEEN, all capital letters. They will take care of you. They prescribe both brand names, ZEPBOUND and Mounjaro, and compounds. They do both, which is one of the reasons I love them, because you can easily pivot as we go through these shortages, which the ZEPBOUND shortage and Mounjaro shortage, Eli Lilly told us in the Q1 investors call, this is going to continue until 2025. So having flexibility, having ease, super important with that as well, which is why I highly recommend. So sweet friends, these are my travel hacks, and it's been very helpful for me. Typically, oh, that was one of the other things, is when I travel on an airplane frequently too, I have my tote. I don't like to check things, just in general. So I'll usually have carry-ons only, my tote, and then my wheelie suitcase. And so I would not put these in my wheelie suitcase, because the wheelie suitcase has to go above my head in an airplane, whereas my tote, again, can go by my feet. I think having it by my feet is my hinge pin, because I'll be gingerly with her underneath. I'm not gonna like ram my feet down. And I've also had people too, by the way, on airplanes when I'm sitting next to, like people spreading their leg. People do whack stuff on airplanes. So just being mindful of that too, of like your seat selection, of maybe you want to be like where you not want to be sitting in the middle, right? Because two people could potentially bump your bag. And again, these things are glass, like they're glass. There's glass in there. So I don't want to do anything that would jeopardize the is it the efficacy? Jeopardize the fabulousness of these the fabulousness of these pens. I've worked really hard in this shortage to get the pens, and so same thing for my compound. Like I want to make sure it is liquid gold, that it is the best possible option when I'm traveling. So I hope that these tips have helped you. If you are just starting your journey, make sure you check out all of these all of these products that I've been recommending. I bought with my own money. You can help support the channel by going to the Amazon link down here. You just click that more button and then click more again. You have to click it twice. You can shop my Amazon link. Those are all things I've bought, I have purchased, I have tested. Hello, I'm the Countess of shopping. Hello. So I do enjoy testing products to give you guys the best possible options of things that I like and I recommend. Also, when I'm traveling, I 100% pop in my Bioptimizers, my magnesium beret through, because it helps with sleep, particularly if I'm traveling. They do have travel smaller bottles too, by the way. Did I pull? That's what I took on my most recent trip, was one of their smaller bottles. So I'll link that. You can use my discount code again, QUEEN. We've got the QUEEN codes. Two things. One more thing is Sol de Janeiro, if you're not using these on your loose skin, or my Crepe Erase for loose skin. Crepe Erase is my like 10 out of 10. This is a 9 out of 10. Highly recommend. I've not even put it on my hands today, so we're gonna do a little of that. That is also on my Amazon shopping list too. It is peak season right now of wearing shorts. I have not worn shorts in, did I show you guys this picture already? I'm like so stinking proud of it, of wearing shorts. That's me for the first time in like 20 years. I'm like, who dis? Who is this woman wearing shorts? I went biking in shorts. Like I wore shorts at the beach. I had not done that since I was in my 20s. And so anyways, this loose cream is one of the reasons why. Look at those pretty thighs. Would you like some fries with that shake? Sweet friends, your accountability question. What are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? Tell me down in the comments. Number 2, our emoji for today is going to be an airplane. Airplane, put that down. That will tell me that you've made it this far in the video. If you've made it this far in the video, I want to get to know you. I sincerely look forward to seeing the emojis as they come in. I love it. And many of you for the last year and a half, 300 videos have commented, like it makes me so happy. It makes my heart go pitter patter. So setting yourself up for success. And I will make sure, by the way, when I see those emojis, it's like a bat signal. I'll pray over you. If you don't believe in prayers, I will uplift you in positive thought. Sweet friends, make sure you share this video too if you've got a friend on semaglutide, WEGOVY, Ozempic, Mounjaro, ZEPBOUND, a partridge in a pear tree. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shop and count my blessings because life is delicious. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye guys.